What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Sorry I'm late today, guys. I'm just, I don't know, my wheel will just completely reset on me. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Good morning. What is up? Okay. Let me know if you guys can't hear me and stuff. Yeah. Just let me know, please. Let me know. Just waiting to see. So now wait a couple more minutes and then I'll get started with the charts. Let me know if you guys can hear me though, please. Please do let me know. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Good morning. Okay, let's just get started. We don't have time to waste. I'll be live for the next 30 minutes. Sorry I'm late today. Again, my people, I don't know what happened, but it just completely reset. I couldn't access my account, so I had to find my password, forgot my password, but yeah, here we are. So I'm going to go over a small cap watch list, and then I'm going to go over option setups, large cap plays. If you guys want me to check any charts for you guys, please do let me know. Just communicate with me as we go along. So I'm going to start off with kids. I quite like this kids chart on the higher time frame, which is kind of why I'm watching this. Just add this 4 hour. Where's the 4 hour gone? 4 hour. See, these are my settings reset, so I kind of got to add a few little details back on. 15 minutes. Yeah, perfect. Let's move this here. Move. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me start with the 4 hour chart on this. So with kids, on Friday it did have a pop towards resistance, which is 4.15. So with this, and what I am watching this is based on the fact that we did pop from support. So what I'm looking for is a move back towards 4.15 and above. If you do get above that level, I will start looking for entries for a potential move back towards 5.56. So this is on the watch list. I will be keeping an eye on this, guys. So this is one of the plays I'm keeping an eye on. Let's see what other tickers we have. We have QBT. QBT is another ticker to keep an eye on, guys, based on the daily chart. So again, we've got a daily gap fill above this level, and we've started to break that level around 12.913. Once we break above, you can start looking for entries and a potential move back into this gap fill here, which is around $16. Again, the quantum theme has started to pick up again, so I would keep an eye on this all week, just to see if we do break back over and can we make a run of quantum. Again, you got sympathies RGTI, which will be a decent play with this. See custom. So RGTI is one of them. So let me just go back to the watch list. Yeah, let's look at the daily chart on this. It's got a decent daily chart as well. RGTI, again another quantum ticker. Look for a move back over. Again, that 13 level. This will run with QBT, so if QBT starts running again, QBT, if those tickers start running, this would be a good ticker to have on your watch list. We also have GRYP. GRYP is another decent play, which ran last week. So with this one, again, I'm keeping an eye on the 4 hour chart. I want to move back over, I'd say 1.5-ish, again a psychological level. So with this, if you get a move back over 1.5, you can start looking for entries. Other than that, I would ignore, just in case it does start to fade away. If you guys, again, welcome to the stream. If you're new, if you just joined, if you got any tickers you want me to check out, please just let me know in the chat. If you want to communicate, engage, let me know in the chat. If you want to go over large caps, let me know. I will also more than happy to go over anything you guys need me to go over. Okay, we got EKSO, XO. Let's see what this ticker is. Okay, it looks like a decent ticker. 30-minute chart, daily chart. I think I need to group my. Just give me a quick second. Okay, I'm gonna sort this out later, my customization, because it's quite messed up. So with this one, the 30-minute, the daily doesn't look too bad in the sense that it could do worse from here, but I'd be careful. I would wait for a pop back over 0.50 before I consider this. It did have a pop initially on the 15th of May, so it can run again, but again, I wouldn't watch this unless it went back above 0.5 for another move, and the 0.65 level will be major resistance. So yeah, I would keep an eye on that. That's a decent ticker to watch, but again, I don't wait for these plays. I don't swing these plays. I don't like swing small caps. I would rather wait for break over resistance. Another ticker I'd keep an eye on, guys, KDLY. I quite like this ticker. I think I played this last week a couple times. I'd watch it over 15 this week. It could even make a potential move towards 31.45. It reminds me of a play. What's that play that I ran multi-days for the last couple of weeks? It's not kids. It's not. I forgot the name of the play, but there was a play that I ran, and we mentioned it here quite a few times. And I think it moved towards 20 plus. But it reminds me of all those plays that can make a move towards $30, $31. So I would keep an eye on it for that purpose. Again, you can start watching back over 13.5. The reason why I say that is currently in a bearish trend. If you do break back over 13.5, look for support to hold and watch for entries or move back towards 14.2, 14.5 plus. So this is a good ticker to keep an eye on. ENVB is another decent ticker to keep an eye on. I like this daily chart. This always does make a run. Let me see when it last made a run. It last made a run in February. So potentially it can make another run. Can see a move back over. I'd watch it back over. Let me just look at this daily. What's the daily? 7-ish. So above that level. So yeah, into tomorrow, if you could keep an eye on it back over 1.6, 1.7, it would be a candidate into tomorrow. Give me ASST. I like this ticker as well. It's been a multi-day watch, but keep an eye on the 4-hour chart. So what I'm waiting for it, because this is on my watch. Wait for a close back over downtrend on the 4-hour chart, and then start looking for entries. So wait for that 4-hour to break, wait for the close above, then switch to the 5-minute and look for entries. I do like this. I like this quite a bit on asset ASST. I don't mean MLGO. I don't know what you're talking about with MLGO. But if you want to check MLGO, I'm more than happy to do so. 4-hour chart, daily. MLGO is just 50-50. You can't time the bomb on this. I mean, people have been trying to time a bomb all over my Twitter actually. Some guy kept commenting, oh, is it a reverse at? He kept commenting, is it a reverse at 15? Then he went down to 7. Then he went down to 5, and now it's at 1.65. Can it reverse? Of course it can reverse. And to be honest with you, if it does reverse from anywhere, it might be from here. It's a high chance. Or 1.11. But would I bet on it saying, oh, you guys should full port? No. Just in case. You don't know with these tickers, they can start to fail and go back down to 0.5, etc. So with this one, I would wait back over, I'd say $2, or wait for a burst in volume before considering entries. That's my personal choice on this. So yeah, just do keep an eye on it. But again, you don't need to have it on your watch list. You could just wait for a volume break before entering. Now, PLRZ is another ticker I like. I don't invest in small caps. They're absolutely trash to invest in. But large cap investments, Tesla is a good one. Tesla is long term is very good in my opinion because of Elon Musk and Trump's partnership, wherever they got a good relationship. So I do assume that Trump will start pushing towards that direction, the EV direction. But yeah, I will not swing small caps. Absolutely 0% chance. They're absolutely trash. Unless you got a pumper and dumper that pumps them, fair enough. But they are absolute trash. They're nothing special. With this, so with PLRZ, my idea is these are what do you call it, pennies, and people are trying to pump these. So you can keep an eye on PLRZ, HCTI, play them as a day trade, but they're very risky trades. Why I say that is, let's give you an example. Let's say we look to enter this play and we want to keep a stop loss. Our stop loss has to be minimum of 10-15%. So it's not thingy. US, to be honest with you, I think it is, but it all depends on how strong their fundamentals are with these kind of plays, because it is quantum, and quantum is decent. Quantum is the future, but I do like it. I would keep an eye on it back over, I'd say $5. If QBT starts to run, then maybe you could start entering around 4.5, up to $4. I'd slowly enter, and if QBT starts to run, this will run. It's a sympathy, so it's not a bad ticker to watch, in my opinion. What else do we have? SXTC, I think this started to run as well, yeah, Friday after hours. So keep an eye on this ticker. It's a good ticker. It always has a pop as well. So for entries, watch over 2.1. Or I'll wait for the open into pre-market. Okay, Tigers will give you entry in Discord if you're in the Discord. And you could watch for breakout and hopefully hold this level around 1.88. You could take an entry, or you could wait for 2.1 break and look for entries above there. So yeah, either way, those two different entry levels for you. MOBE is another play that I would keep an eye on. Let's see if this play had any news or anything. I can't really see right now because my thing is messed up. I think this might have had some sort of news. But I would keep an eye on this. It looks like a decent ticker. 30-minute slice. Daily looks clean. So the daily levels can break quite easy, in my opinion. See this around here. Up until 1.9. Okay. And then we got another level around here. Okay. So yeah, I would keep an eye on this. Back over $1.92. You could look for another move on this, in my opinion. Good morning, afternoon, evening. It's afternoon for me. But yeah, I know it's morning for a lot of you guys. Saba's, oh my god, I remember this ticker. Someone told me about this ticker when it was about $30. They go to me, invest long term. I go, no. I'm good, bro. I don't invest in like these type of companies. If I'm going to invest in anything long term, it'll be like a Tesla. But yeah, look here, you can see my chart here, right? So I was like, if I get invest, I was like, nah, I'm good. I go to him, or if you want to enter 26 and then take profits around 30, 31, and then look for re-entries or whatever, if you do like it. But again, look, once with these companies, you don't know if they have pending news and whatever, or something fails, you're done. And look, it dropped from investors at $26 and it dropped all the way to $5, and now it's at 1.15. The bottom 2.15. With this back over 2.26, 2.27 potentially. You keep an eye on it. 2.3 level. Not a bad ticket on the watch list. BDSX. What's BDSX doing? BDSX. BDSX. I'm just trying to see what this one does. Okay. Yeah, this one not. It's not, unless it's being pumped. It's not something I'd keep an eye on. I'd watch back over, I'd say 0.5 level. Is it above 0? It's not above 0.5 yet. So I would keep it above that level, or even 0.4 level. You go look for entries. Again, just wait for volume. You don't want to just enter plays. Okay. Let me just go over some larger cap tickers. Let me see. Okay. Let's look at SPY first. Actually, SPY is the main one to look at. Where are you, SPY? Where are you? SPY's weekly. So I'm gonna first look at the weekly chart. So the weekly chart, it looks like it's making that move towards 611, 611, which is a very good territory. We are looking for, I don't know why this. I absolutely hate this because I've got all this stuff on it. I don't normally have. But yeah, looking for a move towards 6.11. Trying to get rid of this. 1 second. Let me try to get rid of this. I don't know why we have all this technical. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. Yes, perfect. And this, perfect. Okay, yeah. So based on the weekly, a potential move back towards 6.11, all-time highs. Very impressive for SPY. But we want to switch to like a 30-minute time frame to see where demand zone is. And from this, looking at this, we've got demand zone around here, which we broke below. And then we got a move towards 585. So this is potentially, this could go down all the way to 585. If you get a reversal back over 589, 590, you can look for entry above and look for calls towards 592. So this is a potential chart. Again, I'll post it into open tomorrow. Or Tiger will post levels of SPY. But it's a good one to watch for potential entries, I will keep an eye on it. It's not bad at all. I don't swing, but for day trades, 5 to 7% first target, then 10% plus 15%, 20%. That's how I do it normally. OMX. I remember OMX. OMX is not a bad ticker, you know. OMX, I keep an eye on it back over, I'd say 1.25 ish, here-ish, 1.25, 1.3 ish. Other than that, I would ignore. Again, with these tickers, the reason why I don't swing these tickers is because they're trash companies. I'll give you an example. I don't know. Is it IXIs? I don't know. I forgot the name of the ticker, man. I had it on my watch list, but again, thanks to Weeble resetting, I can't find it. Let's see. What's click holdings? Click holdings. This one. Yes, CLIK. Again, with these tickers, they're alright. Of course, you got that big pop, but it just, you gotta take your profits. Nothing special. More often than not with small caps, what you guys are gonna see is most people with bag hold. It's just part of the game. Reason being is they hold like 20 lower cap tickers for one to run. They get excited, then they add another 20, thinking something else is gonna run. And yeah, they end up bag holding at 30 tickers. AMC again with this is more watching GME. GME runs, AMC runs. They're like intertwined. But be careful with the pumpers on this that do try to pump and potentially dump on you. So just be careful. This is a legendary pump and dump ticker, so do be careful. EVLV. What's EVLV doing? EVLV daily is actually quite decent. I don't mind it, but it seems like a much slower play. I wouldn't, like on the 5 minute chart, there's not a lot of volume, see there. So personally for me, it's not a day trade for me. I don't know if you're swinging it or whatever. If you're swinging around here, it's not bad. I would start taking some profits, but other than that, for me, unless it has more volume, I'm not keeping an eye on this. I have no interest in it unless it has more volume. So let's see what happens on a ticker like this. Let's see what's all on my watch list. I have IWM as well, so for any option, guys, IWM levels. Let's see. So you got a gap fill towards down here. I feel like if you close under 205.40, that is a easy put play. So if you get this, especially if you get something like this, I don't know, this, and then this, it's very easy to get puts on this. So I would keep an eye on this in general. Again, market looks like it did take a bit of a downturn, but again, that's normally expected after the market has ran quite a bit. So having a healthy pullback is needed. So on this, watching on the daily on this, look, the daily on this, as long as we hold above 205, we're fine. If we break below, then this gap fill is possible. If we hold that level, we could potentially get another move back towards 222 plus. So it's a decent ticket to watch. Let me know if you guys have any other tickets you want me to watch. APLD, I remember this ticker. I don't know how, but I remember this. Not a bad ticker as well, if I'm not wrong. See. APLD. Oh, it's actually started to break that downtrend that I had marked a long time ago. Wow, it started to break. I think we saw it around here, but of course, well, those were you risk it for the biscuit. I quite like it. It's not bad. Maybe watch it back over 6.99, and you could look for a trade on it again. Or if you want to like really play the technical, stay on the half an hour chart, the 30-minute chart, and I don't know. If it starts to hold here, if you get this hammer candle and we start breaking above, you could enter. You've got to keep a stop loss around here, so about 5% stop loss, and aim for 6.9 plus. Yeah, it is a potential trade that you could take. SPCA. Are you sure it's not SPCE space? Because I remember this running last week on Friday. Funny thing is, I played this after hours on Thursday. Oh, it's so annoying because I played it and we were around here. Let it go, I think break even. Yeah, I let it go break even. And then it came down and then it popped to 6.64. So that's so annoying. But again, here we go, daily chart this. Again, this runs with they got the likes of LU and R. I'm sure that run with this. If I'm not wrong, this might be in that type of territory, space territory, LU and Luna, and places like that. See. So with this, I'll keep an eye on it back over 5.7. Other than that, I'll just ignore. I wouldn't keep an eye on it. I'm gonna look at LUNR as well because I'm sure this kind of ran with the ticker. LUNR 30-minute chart. Yeah, LU now is decent as well. Back over 12.8. I know a lot of people are swinging this. Decent daily as well. Not a bad daily at all. Your support on this major multi-time frame support is about 9.74. But yeah, it's not too bad. Something like this. ABLE, PCE. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, SUN. Sound. What is it doing? SUN is AI. So with this, I'll keep more on a daily chart. It's not something you could day trade. I know there's quite a few investors on this, so we will keep it on the daily. If you're long on this, 6.52 is like, if it does come down there, that'll be a good level for it. But I don't think it's going to come down to that level. It'll be very, very rare. You want to break back over 12.6 for multi-day move, and your intraday level is around $10. If you could hold that $10 level and we start forming a hammer candle there, potentially take it for a swing back to the upside. This is not a bad swing just because of the fact that the float's a lot higher, if I'm not wrong, a lot higher, and it's not something that will dump, I don't know, 100% a day like these smaller caps, you know. So yeah, it's a decent one to keep an eye on. Not bad at all. I do like Sun. I do like it. Watch AMD again. I had to chart this for a long time. I think a couple of years now. Same chart I'm actually using. It's the same thing. I think we would kind of reset that chart. But with this now, what you want to watch for is a move back over 132 is your pivot. So if we do break back over that level and start from higher lows, we should make a run towards 170, 200. If not, we see rejection here. We come back down towards the 90, 100, if not 72. But yeah, I know this is more into the, I don't know, IT sector, whatever. If they do, I don't know, go into more quantum type of things. If they already, or if not, they're already in that, it will be a good company for the future. This one. So I do quite like it. I'm look at a couple more large caps, then I'm going to call it CRNC. I'm going to look at the daily chart. Nothing much on this company. ALGS. Yeah. Wow, ALGS had a big dump, didn't it? What the hell? It's crazy. That used to be a large cap. I used to keep an eye on. Wow. SMCI, MPLY, RKLB space again. A lot of people are swinging this. ASTS looks decent, but again, it's not breaking out. We forever more as Bitcoin. This one is RIB, and again, look, broke the daily downtrend, held that level, and gone. HIMS again, everyone's favorite ticker. I think we talked about this last week as well. I think I mentioned the 55 break. If you want to take long above that, you can. I think this week I mentioned around, if you break this 65.89 level, if you can get calls on it, then get calls, because people will look for a longer term thing on it. CHTR. CHTR, oh, okay. These companies are the big boy companies, right? These companies are the companies you swing. These are the type of companies. It looks really good on the weekly chart as well. So I feel like if the merger is correct, we probably should start seeing it move back towards $500. But yeah, that's a huge amount, isn't it, for that world. SMCI is a bit of a confusing one. I'm looking at the daily chart on this. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I like it. I like SMCI. Let me look at the weekly chart. This is more of a longer term play. So the weekly chart, you can see we're still in a bit of a downtrend. If we break back over this downtrend on the weekly, close above, longer term swing potentially. If we come back down and we start holding this level again on the weekly, we see like a hammer candle, or we see accumulation. So if you look here, it was a lower volume pullback, right? If you get this again, and here again, lower volume, if you potentially get that here again, you could, around this trend, you could look for a swing. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I like it. Quite like it. But yeah, I think that's about done for the stream. Sorry I was late today, guys, for the stream. My apologies. If you guys do want to join the Discord, the link's in bio. I'll do another stream next week. There's no stream because Monday the market's closed. So next Monday the market's closed. So next week no stream. The week after I will be streaming, 7 a.m. ET again, same time. But yeah, my apologies for being late today. I don't know, my week will reset. I still need to customize it. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your weekend. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the Discord.